I'm Nav Khan and my passion is cars. I can customise all types of vehicles to make people's car dreams come true. I can customise anything from boy races, all-time classic, 4x4s and supercars. And with the help of your host, my good friend Shizio, join us, we are the Customised Kings.
Welcome to Customised Kings. Another week, we're back in Bradford. New cars, Nav and the Enkahnz boys are ready. I hope you are. Check out what's on this week. On this week's show, Nav will be customising yet another Range Rover.
You're getting an Enkahnz platinum car in Imran's music video.
Yes, you guessed it, Imran Khan. Mr. Satisfier Amplifier himself is needing a Range Rover customising for his crew.
Barugzai all the way, bro.
You know that. We are in the city of dreams, Bradford, home of fast food, good people, great culture, and Enkahnz. Boasting over 20,000 metres squared of vehicle pampering.
Attention to detail, that's what matters.
This is Customised Kings HQ. Welcome to Customised Kings, the #1 customization car show you've ever seen. I'm your host Shizio and I'm back in Bradford with Nav and the Enkahnz boys. So don't go nowhere and check out what's coming on today's show. Today's show is slightly different as we are going into the Customised Kings vault and bringing you a Range Rover that was customised for Imran Khan's crew. Now you see, Imran Khan's a busy man. I wasn't around to interview him, but fear not, I had Nav and Oz ready to ask Imran those all-important questions.
We are here in the workshop and I have with me Imran Khan and we also have Nav from Enkahnz. What type of colours do you like on your car and tell me why?
Black. I like the color black.
Any reason why?
It's all blacked out today.
Yeah, I feel attractive.
Why do you like to get your cars customised?
Yeah, it has to be different, you know. Like my music is different too. And if you got Enkahnz behind you.
What sort of things did you have to put in for Imran?
Well, it's he likes the in-car entertainment, is luxury, you know, when he's driving his cars, but it depends on what car it is. In his Audi, we put two 12-inch subwoofers with an Alpine amplifier. Getting an Enkahnz platinum car in Imran's music video. The badge, the logo, or put like a big racing stripe on it. I remember when I went to Karachi, and this was about 2 years ago, and my cousin actually picked me up in his Suzuki Swift. The car that you had, the first one, and I think his speakers were bigger than his car. All he had on was amplifier. It was just banging amplifier out. I thought, cool. He took me to get somewhere to eat, and there's always music going on in like shops and things like that. And honestly, I'm not lying, all they were playing was amplifier.
Let's hear Mr. Amplifier give us a rundown of a live performance.
Amplifier, yeah, I can do amplifier.
Amplifier
Yeah.
for the fans.
ਕਾਲੀਆਂ ਬਾਰੀਆਂ ਵੇ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਲਾਵਾਂ ਸਪੀਡ ਮੈਂ 220 ਦੀ ਚਲਾ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੁਕਦਾ I'm a night rider ਬ੍ਰੇਕਾਂ ਮਾਰ ਮਾਰ ਟਾਇਰ ਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਚੀਖ ਕੱਢਦਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਤੱਕਦੇ ਵੇ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਵੇ ਅੱਜ ਮੇਰਾ ਦਿਲ ਰੁਕ ਗਿਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਪੁੱਛਦਾ
ਤੂੰ ਗੱਡੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈ ਜਾ.
No, that's not the right voice.
That's an epic fail from Nav. Fluff the king of amplifiers flow, but it's all good. Let's try again.
ਤਾਲੀਆਂ ਬਾਰੀਆਂ ਵੇ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਲਾਵਾਂ ਸਪੀਡ ਮੈਂ 220 ਦੀ ਚਲਾ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੁਕਦਾ I'm a night rider ਬ੍ਰੇਕਾਂ ਮਾਰ ਮਾਰ ਟਾਇਰ ਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਚੀਖ ਕੱਢਦਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਤੱਕਦੇ ਵੇ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਵੇ ਅੱਜ ਮੇਰਾ ਦਿਲ ਰੁਕ ਗਿਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਪੁੱਛਦਾ ਨੀ ਗੱਡੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਬਹਿ ਜਾ ਨੀ ਚੱਟੀਏ ਨੀ ਦੂਰ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਜਾ ਵੇ ਅੜੀਏ ਨੀ ਵੂਫਰ ਤੂੰ ਮੇਰੀ ਮੈਂ ਤੇਰਾ ਐਂਪਲੀਫਾਇਰ ਫਾਇਰ Yo, this your boy IK live.
So you got the Lamborghini, you drive around in an Audi.
Yeah.
What do you like? What's your probably dream car?
Lamborghini Reventor.
Lamborghini. That's a beautiful car. That.
Yeah.
Even I dream of that one. So what do you think of Bradford?
Bradford is nice, you know. I see a lot of Asians here.
You got a big fan base in Bradford. What do you like about Bradford? The food.
Yeah, you have loads of Asian food, you know.
Let me tell you a bit about this Range Rover that was dropped off by Imran Khan crew. They dropped it off, it was basically standard. That's how it came from the factory, no optional extras in it. They dropped it off, left the keys and says, do your magic. And I'm going to show you guys what we did. Welcome to the Enkahnz ice department.
Mr. Amplifier definitely needs an amplifier, so Nav is in the ice department.
We're in the ice department. Amplifiers, subwoofers. You know there's one man for that. That's Imran Khan. He loves his music and we're going to hook him up with the real deal. Right, Mr. Amplifier, I'm going to show you the real subwoofers. This is kind of heavy. No system is complete without an amplifier. So this is what we're going to do. Imran Khan, amplifier, we're going to go for this one. MRP M500 Alpine. This is going to blow your eardrums off, mate.
We've been here before, guys. Let's get the Range into the garage and stripped. The rims that Nav chose are the 22-inch Stormer wheels, which are getting sprayed black. The car is getting prepped so they can check the body kit on this one. This car is not going to spray itself, and it's into the spray booth we go. So Nav is actually taking matters into his own hands and spraying this very carefully, as Imran requested Nav spray the car himself. Each piece of the kit is being sprayed separately too. The car is in the oven and ready to get baked. Front and rear lights are being prepped and are now getting smoked to give it a more aggressive look. Today's show is slightly different, as we are going into the Customised King's vault and bringing you a Range Rover that was customised for Imran Khan's crew. Mr. Satisfier Amplifier himself is needing a Range Rover customising for his crew.
Barugzai all the way, bro. You know that.
Yes, you've guessed it, Imran Khan. The car is sprayed and all the kit pieces are placed on the range. calipers are being sprayed red to give them a nice contrast with the black wheels. Nav has many cars that he's currently working on and the workshop is busy as ever, but he's pressing on with Imran's RangeRover. Wheels are bolted on, so RangeRover is done. The finishing is not complete without the signature Swarovski crystal studded Barugzai letters embezzled across the front of the vehicle. That part of the show, Nav's tips. Quite simple. If you've got a problem, let us know and Nav, the master himself, will fix your problem for you. So let's see who's got a problem this week.
Hi, my name's Adele. I bought a car a couple of years ago. Came to sell the vehicle and I'd found out it'd been a damaged, repairable vehicle. I didn't know this, and when I took it to the garage and they did an HPI report and checked everything, it turned out it'd been privately repaired. It had a paint job and it was unsafe. So when I went to sell the vehicle, which I thought I was going to get about £11,000 for, I actually only got £5,000. So I did lose out on a lot of money.
Hi Adele, I'm Nav, the car doctor. I'm really sorry to hear about your bad experience you've had with buying your previous car. You've had, obviously, it's been written off and you said it's had a bit of defects in the paintwork.
Yes.
See, it's really important before you buy a car, you've got to do certain checks. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take you to a very close friend of mine. They own a car showroom, it's called Auto Prestige, they're based in Bradford. And together with his expertise, because you've got to check the documents as well, we'll show you a sample of the car, just go around it and just teach you the ins and outs of the things that you need to look for before buying a car and make sure it's right.
Really appreciate that.
No problem.
Right Adele, I've got a prime example here. I'm just going to walk around the car with you and I'm going to show you what to look out for when you're going to purchase the next vehicle. Adele, this is a V5C registration document for the vehicle. You will see the car registration number there and there's a chassis number there. Chassis number is always where the windscreen is. That's one of the chassis numbers.
Right.
So what you do is you match it, which is exactly the same as that one there.
So how do I check for mileage, genuine mileage?
The other way to check mileage verification in the vehicle nowadays is to go onto the Rover site.
Right.
It's showing 40,286 miles.
Right.
What you do is you go onto the Rover website,
Yes.
you type in that document reference number and the car registration. It'll bring up all the history of the last 5 or 6 years of the MOTs that it's had, and it'll verify all the mileages.
And do I need to do a HPI on a car if I buy
Well,
one?
you can do an HPI check on the car. I mean, sometimes cars have been damage repaired and they will show up clear on the HPI because they've just went through the system, through the insurance companies.
Right Adele, hope that was helpful from Faz. He's covered all the paperwork, now let me tell you about the bodywork and all the mechanical side before buying a car. Okay, most importantly, you've got to make sure that there's no major defects in paintwork. Most of the cars out there on the road, I'd say probably 90% have had paintwork on them. There's nothing wrong in that. So you just got to make sure it's a good paint job. So how do you find that out? Okay, basically, you can see how, if you look at the bodywork on here, you just got to make sure there's no little bits of dust in there in the paintwork or a little bit of silicone. But the best way of looking at it is looking at it sideways. If you look at a car down the side of a panel, you'll see ripples in it. Now if you see ripples in it, that's had a repair on the panel.
Right.
So it's very important. So the best technique to do is look at a car sideways on. I think the most important thing is structural damage. You don't want to buy a car where it's structurally damaged from inside and the outside looks okay. So what do? You got to make sure all the lining on the car is right, the gaps. So basically this boot, for example, just make sure the gaps are nice and even. They're not out of line, one's more than the other. Where the lights sit, it's nice and perfect in there. All the gaps on the bumpers. So you can just follow all the lines on the car. Just make sure all the gaps and spaces are correct. So visually you can inspect that. But if you go more in detail, what you can do is open the boot, move this carpet from here. Right, so just remove the boot carpet.
Yes.
Any little trays or anything. Now if you look inside here, obviously this is more the structure of the car, the chassis and everything. You just got to make sure it all looks genuine.
Right.
Yeah, all the weld, you know, like the spot welds on there, to make sure they're all intact. Nothing structurally damaged. On Audis, obviously they've got like the colour code and the original stickers on the car, so make sure everything's intact.
Okay. Faz explained to me about the mileage, and I could check on the website.
Both sides, yeah,
yes.
that's correct.
Is there any other way of checking?
Well, yeah, but there's a lot of people out there, especially the rogue traders that sell cars. A lot of them knock the mileage back. So now there's a telltale sign. So for example, if you buy a standard car and the mileage is showing quite low, what you need to look at is the car interior. You need to see how much wear it's got on the seat, because obviously the more the person gets out of the car, the more it's getting used. The gear stick especially as well. Sometimes there's a lot of wear around the gear stick. And also, if you look at the panels at the front, most importantly the bonnet and the bumper, just see if you've got stone chips on it. And yeah, you'll indicate that it's had a lot of mileage on it, like especially motorway mileage, so it's travelled a lot. So after checking the wear and tear on the interior, you can also check the interior lights on the dashboard. So you need to check the warning lights on the dashboard. The engine ECU light, just make sure that's not on, because if it is, there'll be a defect in the engine. You just want to make sure that the oil and water's not mixing in the engine. Now there's two ways of doing this. You can either check in the reservoir tank, but make sure if you do check in the reservoir tank, the engine's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, don't open it when it's hot, because if you open it when it's hot, it'll just squirt all over. So the other option is, you can just check in the dipstick, just make sure the oil is nice and clean.
Yes.
Obviously you can check it with your finger, just make sure that there's no gooey things in it, like for example it's mixing with water.
And Imran Khan's crew come to collect the Range Rover.
Take a picture with me.
What are you saying, Imran? What are you thinking of the motor, bro?
Bro, Barugzai all the way, bro.
You know that.
Imran Khan and his crew are certainly pleased with the vehicle.
I just want to shout out Enkahnz, without that, #1, baby. Check it. The real deal thing, the real Don from Bradford. Peace.
I'm glad the car's done with. Most importantly, I'm happy that Imran Khan and the boys like the car. When they turned up to pick the car up, when we were revealing it, you know, they were over the moon. They were just mind blown with the work we did and the paint work and all the extras we did for them. And that's exactly what they expect at Enkahnz, and that's what they got. I've had a lot of feedback, all positive feedback, thankfully. The car turns a lot of heads. It stops a lot of traffic. You know, people are always asking them where they got the car done from. It's one of a kind.
And that's it for another week. You know what, Nav? I was feeling that Range Rover.
Beautiful sky blue. Yeah, it's a bit dull today, but the colour was beautiful, just like his yellow Lamborghini. Well, the King of Punjabi got his car customised by Customised Kings, so you guys stay tuned.
There you go. And check out the website, www.customisedkings.com. And what can I say? Another king has just been customised. If you could customise your car, what would you do and why?
I would like even bigger alloys, and I would like to, I've got a white convertible Mini Cooper S convertible thing at the moment, and I would like it to be lilac if I could as well. So,
okay.
And bigger speakers as well.
Go fast stripes.
Go fast stripes.
I'd like a bigger engine.
Bigger engine?
Oh, way bigger engine, yeah.
As in faster?
Way faster.
I've always wanted like a bed in the back of a big van. Is that kind of creepy?
That's a good one. No, that's fine. A bed in the back, we like that. How about you?
Floppy dice.
Floppy dice.